we all must be fit and fine. So in previous video we have learned about minerals and the sources of minerals that we eat in our daily diet. So today let's move on and see what's next. So we were here. Water helps our body to absorb nutrition from food. It also helps in throwing out some waste from body as urine and sweat. So the water in our body helps to absorb the nutrition which we get from our fruits and to throw out the waste from our body by like urine or sweat. We throw our waste by urine or sweat from our body. Normally we get most of the water that our body needs from the liquids we drink, such as water, milk and tea. So normally we get all of the water from the drinks that we eat, like water, tea and milk. So such as water, milk and tea. In addition, we add water to most cooked food. Let us see if there is any source which provides water to our body. So in additional, we drink the things that we in hand we get water from, like tea, water and milk. We get water from these things, and in additional of it, with what other things which we can get water from, let us see in this video. Activity 3. Take tomato or a fruit like lemon, cut it into small pieces. Do your hands get wet while doing so? You have to take a tomato or a lemon, and you have to take it and then cut it into small parts or small pieces of it. Then when you have to carefully observe that whenever the fruits or vegetables are being cut or are peeled or grated or mashed at your home, do you find any fresh vegetables at your home that do not contain some amount of water? So what we saw here, we saw that we have to observe things carefully, and we have to see that if the thing or the food contains water content or not. We see that many food materials themselves contain water. Many food materials that we eat or drink contain water themselves. So, do you know that many food materials themselves contain water? To some extent, our body needs are met by these water. Apart from this, we also add water while cooking many food items. Our body can fulfill the need of water with all of these things, but in additional amount we can we also put water in much of the cooking food item, right? Balanced diet. The food that we normally eat in a day is our diet. For growth and maintenance of good health, our diet should have all the nutrition that our body needs in right quantities, not too much of one and not too little of the other. You know that the food that we normally eat is called our diet. So for growth and maintenance of our body, for our good health, we need the nutrition in the right quantities, not too much, not too little. So to take a good amount of all of these things, we have to take a balanced diet. The diet should also contain a good amount of roughage and water. Such diet is called a balanced diet. So the diet we eat must contain roughage and water as shown here. We have seen that what is roughage? Roughage is our things which take the waste material out from our body. So the food items which contain roughage and water are typically called balanced diet with the other protein and carbohydrate food items as well. Do you think that people of all of the ages need the same type of diet? You know that the people with different ages, like some are old and some are young, need the same kind of food. Do you also think that what we need for a balanced diet would also depend on the amount of physical work that do? You know that the balanced diet that we eat would also be dependent on the physical work we do as shown here. We have to prepare a chart of whatever we eat over a period of week. So we have to prepare a chart of a thing that whatever thing do we eat in a week, and after it check whether all nutrients are present in one or the other food items being eaten within a day or so. Then after making a table in a chart, we have to notice that all of the food items are present in our daily food course or not. Pulses, groundnuts, soya beans, sprouted seeds, moong and Bengal gram. Fermented foods such as South Indian foods such as idlis, a combination of flours, missi roti, thepla made from cereals and pulses, banana, spinach, sattu, jaggery, and available vegetables. Other such food provide many nutrients. Therefore, one can eat a balanced diet without expensive food items materials. So, what we seen that pulses, groundnuts, soya beans, sprouted seeds, and idlis, dosas, sattu, jaggery, all of these things are in a very variety, right? Wide variety. So they are all come in balanced diet. So we can afford or prefer a balanced diet without taking so much expense. Eating the right kind of food is not enough. It also should be cooked. So here, Paheli wonders whether animals' food also consists of these different components, and do they also need a balanced diet? You know that our body need a balanced diet, right? Do animals also need a balanced diet? Find about it. So eating the right kind of food is not enough. It should also be cooked properly so that its nutrients are not lost. We just discussed that we have to eat a balanced diet of food. But eating a balanced diet of food not only does matter. We have to cook the food properly to absorb all of its nutrients that are therein. Are you aware that some nutrients get lost in the food in the process of cooking and preparations? Do you aware of that the food items that we eat? Some nutrients get lost from the food items when we eat. And while making these preparations, some vitamins and some minerals and nutrients get lost from the food that we are cooking. If the vegetables and fruits are washed after cutting or peeling them, it may result in loss of some vitamins. We generally see our mothers washing the vegetables or fruits after cutting them. It may result actually in loss of vitamins and minerals. The skins of many vegetables and fruits contain vitamins and minerals. Similarly, repeated washing of rice and pulses may remove some vitamins and minerals present in them. And in some skins of some vegetables and fruits also contain some nutritions. You have seen your mother washing rice or pulses, right? And the repeated washing of these things can lead in a concern to loss of the nutritions. So we all know that cooking improves the taste of the food and makes it easier to digest. At the same time, cooking also results in a loss of certain nutrients. In simple words, we can say that cooking enhances the taste of the food item, but at the same time, cooking may also, take the taste or take the minerals and nutrients of some food items. Vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heat during cooking. Would it not be sensible to include some fruits and raw vegetables in our diet? Okay, so what we have saw that vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heat. Then we do not need to cook vitamin C anymore. Would it be it says that would it be sensible to cook to add some raw fruits and vegetables in our diet? Yes, it is. Bujo thought that fats would be the best food to eat all the time. A katori or a bowl of fat will give much more energy than a katori of carbohydrate rich food, isn't it? So here Bujo says that he prefers fat because fats give him much more energy. He thinks that fats give him much more energy. So a bowl of fat would contain much more energy than a bowl of carbohydrate rich food. So he ate nothing but food rich in fats, fried food like samosa and puris, snacks like malai rabri and peda. Do you think that he was right? No, of course not. How it will be right? Eating so much confectionery foods like so much fried fruits, they are not good for our health, like samosas and puris and all of that stuff. And malai rabri and peda, they contain a lot of fat which is not good for our health. Eating too much of fat-rich food, we may end up with a suffering condition called obesity. Obesity is a condition where a person's the conditions happen when a person may suffer from a high consumption of fat. Deficiency diseases. A person may be getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrition. A person may be able to get food to eat to fill their stomach, but sometimes it not be able to get the nutrition. If this continues over a long period of time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. And if the lack of the nutrition continues over a long period of time, over a long time, then it results in deficiency of the particular nutrition. It causes disease or disorders in our body. Disease that occur due to lack of nutrition over a long period are called deficiency diseases. Diseases that occur during a long period of time because of deficiency of any nutrition is called deficiency diseases. If a person does not get enough proteins in his or her food for a long time, he or she is likely to have a stunted growth, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, skin disease, and diarrhea. So, if a boy or a girl or he or she, gets food, gets disease by a long of time, then it's likely to get these disorders. If the diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and protein for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin, so weak that he or she may not even able to move. Deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain disease or disorders. Deficiency in some vitamins or minerals may lead in certain diseases or disorders. So, all deficiency diseases can be prevented by taking a balanced diet. In this chapter, we asked ourselves the reason why widely varying foods from different regions had a common distribution. So in this here we have seen that a deficiency disease can be prevented by taking a balanced diet. So we asked ourselves the reason why widely varying foods from different regions had a common distribution, right? The widely varying foods from different regions have a common distribution in them. So we find that ensures that our meal have a balanced diet of different nutritions needed by our body, and make sure that your diet or your food items that you eat does not lack of any of the nutrients. Now hope you liked the video. Bye bye, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.